hit record on that. So welcome you guys to the Muse classes. We are trying to do everything remotely and we all miss our community. So if you take a selfie of yourself working out with us, please share it because we miss all of your faces. And would love to see them. So please do share any workout selfies. If you have questions, my name is Kyla, and you can find me at Kai Gwen on Instagram, and feel free to shoot me a DM with any questions you may have there. Anything else? Modify things that you need to for your body. And we're gonna get started. Grab your weight. Oh, you want an apparatus. You want either a fabric, a rope, or a bath towel rolled up, because we're going to work on our grip and getting that fired up. But in the meantime, grab your weight. Separate your legs. Lift your toes up, spread them wide, root them down. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Hi, love. We're about to do squats, so join on in whenever you're ready. And we're going to go down and up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay down and pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push the floor away. And if you have weight, get rid of your weight. And then separating your legs again, side bending 2 times to the right. Hollow it out. Big contraction, reach forward, over to the left. And again, side bend, rooting down through the opposite leg. Hollow it out. Deep knee bend, tracking your knees over your toes. And root down to come up, and reversing it. Side bending, hollow contraction, and to the right. And again, root down, circling through, side bend, hollow it out, and over, and up, and bring your feet underneath you, just rolling your shoulders back and down. And get your feet right under your sit bones. Lift your toes up, spread them wide, root them down. Belly button in and up. Bend your knees and twist. Feel your shoulder blades sliding across your back. Feel your rib cage twisting a little bit. Make sure you're breathing. And then let your arms go and swing. And bring that to stillness. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Driving your shoulder blades down, broad across your collarbone. Palms are open. And then close your rib cage. Drop your head down, circle 2 times to the right. And then 2 times to the left. And then start circling through your fingers, warming up your wrists a little bit, fanning it out. Crack, crack, crack. And then take some circles the other direction. Good, and we're gonna work on isolating the arm and the shoulder socket, so put whichever hand you want on your rib cage to keep your torso from twisting. Make a fist with your working arm and find that external rotation really broad across the front of the armpit. The name of this game is don't twist your ribs at all, just isolate the arm super straight in your elbow. Go a little bit closer, and we're gonna start by going back, keep the shoulder blade down, and the arm reaches up. It's gonna be a bit more on a diagonal, not all the way back. And then find that rotation, pinky comes forward, keep driving the shoulder down, and feel the engagement through your shoulder blade and lats to bring the arm down. And we've got 3 more. Start with that external rotation, keep lifting your belly, closing your ribs. Your arm will be going more in the diagonal, then straight back, and that's okay. And then really pressing down. 2 more. Reaching long through the top of the head, rooting down through your feet. And last one, this direction. Feel that external rotation. Resist the twist. Growing taller through the top of your head. And then keep that elbow super straight, reaching up through the front. And open it out, pressing it down. And 3 more. Reaching up. Rotate down. 2 more. And last one. Keep sliding your ribs down. Good. And other side, checking your ribs. Find that external rotation, make your fist, and start by squeezing back, growing taller. And pinky side comes forward, checking in on that elbow. Keep it super straight. And again, rooting down, reaching on through the top of the head. 2 more. Keep driving the shoulder blade down. If that means your arm isn't as far behind you, that's okay. Last one this direction. And reversing it, reaching up. And rotating it back. Driving the shoulder blade down. 3 more. Two more. And last one. Good. And then just give it a little wiggle, a little shimmy, just because we kind of tightened everything up. And let's grab a block or something that will help keep your hands shoulder distance apart. A water bottle can work pretty well. And I'll go a little bit sideways so it makes sense. Again, feet right underneath you, lifting your belly, closing your ribs, plug your shoulders in, super straighten your elbows. Oh my gosh. Siren. And start to reach up, squeezing the block, super straight elbows, sliding the ribs down, armpits lift at the top, shoulder blades descending, and then grow taller. Once the arms come a little bit in front of you, start to really plug the shoulders down. And we've got 3 more, reaching it up, super, super straight elbows, opening your armpits, shoulder blades descend, and slide it down. 2 more. And last one. Reaching tall through the top of the head. And we're going to go back up. At the top, take a moment to really feel the opposition. Armpits opening, pushing up and back with the hands, closing the rib cage down. And then the tiniest pulses ever from those muscles between your shoulder blades for 10, 9, keep closing your ribs, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and plug it in, drive them down, coming on down. Move the block out of your way just for a moment. We'll come down to hands and knees. Spread your fingers really wide, pushing into your pointer finger, middle finger pads, and go for a circle. Just warming up your wrists. And then going in the other direction. And then flip your hands so the backs of your hands are on the floor, really trying to get your thumb open and down. If you feel up to it, pull your butt back towards your heels. It's okay if you don't. And then coming back, flip your hands one more time. Fingers facing you, palms down. Spreading your fingers real wide. Plug your shoulders in. Make sure your shoulder blades are still sliding towards your waist, and then peel all the way back, rolling through to your fingertips and spreading it down for 4 and 3, 2 and 1. And then flip your hands so that your fingers are facing forward. And make sure that you're pointing through the top of your ankle so you don't have that struggle foot here in your hands and knees. Plug your shoulder blades down towards your waist, close your rib cage, and then drag your shoulders further towards your waist as you arch it up. And lift your belly, contract. Just 3 more times. Arch and contract. 2 more. Think about the shoulder blades driving down on this arch up, shining your chest through. And last one. Down. Grab a hold of your block again. We're going to go for just firing up the core, working through the hips. So take your block, tuck it between your Achilles and your hamstring. The purpose of this is to keep your shoulders and your hips totally still. So really drag your shoulder blades in towards your waist, close your ribs, and we're going to go up through parallel, turn it out, and bring it down for 8. Keep pulling your belly to your spine. 7, really feel the shoulder blades driving down towards your waist. 6, 5, lift your belly more as you rotate around to the side. 4, pointing into the top of the grounded arch or ankle, I guess. 4, 3, keep reaching out with the femur, you don't want to grind it. 2, and last one. And flipping to the other side. Again, set those shoulders up, plug them in, close the ribs, reach long through the top of the head, and up through parallel, and around. 8, 7, thanks you guys. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing it back to the first side, we're going to reverse it. Plug your shoulders in and out to the side and rotate it around. Thinking about this heel holding the block in, this is kind of getting your knee hooks or getting your hamstrings strong for your knee hooks, right? 3, and we're also working our core and our shoulders and everything. I really love this one. 4, because it just hits a lot all at once. 5, 6, 7, make sure your belly is lifted. And 8. And last time, last side. Take that little second to reset the shoulders and then rotating it around. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Nice, guys. Get rid of that block. Just for a second, though, I think we'll come back to it pretty soon. And let's lay down on our backs real quick, just to feel the shoulders plugging into the floor. We're only going to do a couple of these. Make sure they're in frame. So just checking in, pubic bone, hip bones on the same plane, belly button in and up, rib cage sliding down, And then keep that rib cage sliding down as you open the backs of the shoulders into the floor, really pressing the backs of the shoulders there. And then tuck your pelvis under, pressing your lower back into the floor and peel your hips up. Reaching long, reach your hands towards your heels, palms facing each other up to the ceiling, and then thumbs maybe tap on the floor overhead. Reaching long, keep reaching with the super straight elbows as you roll down, trying to close the ribs. And articulating through that, rocking to neutral. Your ribs will pop out. Inhale on the exhale. Close the ribs, plug the shoulders in to bring the arms down. Just one more time. Hollow the belly and peel the spine up off the floor. Feel the glutes and hamstrings working. Reach your fingertips towards your heels. Palms facing each other, super straight elbows. And keep reaching the energy out your arms as you curl down. Feel all that space you're making in your torso. Inhale, exhale, close the ribs, engage the lats. Bring the arms down. Reach your right, let's start left arm since that's my arm, whichever one you want, I don't care. Bend at the elbow so your arm is directly out to the side and flip so that your palm is facing the floor. Imagine there's a little blueberry under your shoulder. You're going to squish the blueberry and drag your shoulder blade towards your waist. And release, and we got 7 more, and release, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, maintain that, so squishing into the floor, driving towards your waist, don't sacrifice that, and palm goes towards the floor, it's not going to reach the floor, and then back of the hand towards the floor, keep actively squishing with the back of the shoulder into the floor, 2, and 3, we're doing 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, back of the hand on the floor, but keep squishing that shoulder into the floor, and then use your lats and your shoulder blade to drag your elbows slightly towards your waist, and then your fingertips reach up, not all the way to straight arm, and 2, 3, 4, keep pressing the back of the shoulder into the floor, 5, 6, really feel those back muscles firing, 7, and 8. And other side, opposite arm out, bend at the elbow, palm faces towards the feet, and then squish the blueberry, shoulder blade towards your waist, and release, 7 more, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Maintain it, windshield wiper, palm towards the floor, back of the hand towards the floor. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back of the hand on the floor. Try to get the wrist onto the floor and then really press the shoulder in and then drive the shoulder blade down. And then elbow pulls towards your waist and fingertips reach up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab a hold of a block. And we're going to fire our core up a bit more. So squishing the block between your elbow and knee, and then really, again, connecting into the shoulder, pressing the shoulder down towards the floor and sliding it towards your waist, and really feel active in both directions into the block. Scoop your belly, press the lower back into the floor, and then the opposite knee and elbow are going to touch and reach away. Keep pulling your belly to your spine for 10, 9, 8, 7, really make sure you're pressing into the block, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and switching over to the other side, actively squishing into the block, driving that shoulder into the floor, driving the belly into the floor, and here we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, keep pressing into the block, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. And let's take the block. If you have 2 blocks, that's great. If you don't, that's okay. And you're going to set the block up maybe to start just on this, not the shortest side, but maybe the medium side to start, and get the block under your shoulder blades. If your head and neck feel funny, you can actually maybe put something under. I'm just going to let my head stay open. And what we're going to do, I'll show you once, is we're going into this very open upper back. I'm going to tuck my pelvis under and then lay it back down, so I'm trying not to arch into my lower back. And then I'm reaching with the second block between my palms, trying to open through my armpits, but really squeezing in, inner elbows touching each other. And then what we're going to do when we're down there is we're going to exhale, close the ribs, and then try to keep the ribs closed and open the armpits more. The ribs will open up a little bit. And then again, exhale, close the ribs, but keep trying to reach your arms to the floor. So it's a little bit of like opposition. The ribs win more. Super, super crazy straight elbows. We're going to do 8. Here we go. Reaching long. And close the ribs. And then the block wins. And 7. And 6. Keep pressing the block away from you. Super straight elbows. 5, 4, squeezing into the block. 3, 2, and 1. And bring the block down. Take one hand behind your head, help tuck your chin, and get yourself off of the block. So if you have a very light weight, like 1 to 4 pound weight, or a soup can, or even like a lacrosse peanut is probably heavy enough. I want to work on one arm on our back. I do this sometimes standing, but I want to really keep my shoulder and back plugged in and honest. So we're going to do 8. We're going to go from a slight diagonal forward. We're not going to go all the way down, but slight diagonal forward, trying to keep the back of the shoulder in. And then as the arm starts to go overhead, we're going to have that sensation of the armpit lifting and the shoulder blade descending, really keeping that external rotation, which means the thumb side might tap down on the floor. It's also okay if it doesn't reach the floor, because we want to keep the rib cage sliding down the whole time. If a weight is too much, that's okay as well. No shame. So I'm using my weird iron. And here we go. I'm going to keep a hand on my rib cage. So arm up vertically to start, plug the shoulder in, and then bring it a little bit down on that diagonal. And then start to reach up overhead. Super straight elbow. And then really feel the lats of shoulder blade driving down to bring it back. Down for 1. And again, finding that open armpit at the top, shoulder blade descending, and then feel it all plugging in as it brings as the arm comes down. 2. And it's an open armpit while the rib cage keeps sliding down. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. And other side. Starting straight up, and feel that shoulder blade plugging in, belly button in, and then arm is going to go down a little bit.
And then reaching up overhead. I'm using my hand on my rib cage to keep reminding it to slide down. And 1. Super straight elbow. And 2. Opening the armpit overhead and then plugging in the lats and shoulder blade on the way down. 3. Make sure your neck is relaxed. 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. Good. Let's get rid of the weights and let's find our way back to hands and knees. And I want to fire up the forearms a little bit. So this one for me is super, super hard, but I find really effective. Maybe you have more flexible fingers. So we're going to go alternating from really smushing the whole hand into the floor with super straight elbows to trying to lift the fingertips off the floor. That was a bad example. Really keeping our weight there. And so some of you might actually get your fingertips to really lift off, and mine barely do. But it's all about firing up the forearms. So plug your shoulders in, close your ribs, lift your belly, and smush your hand actively into the floor, holding for 5. Really smushing. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then pressing the palm into the floor. Fingertips try to fly off for 5. Super straighten your elbows. 4, plug your shoulder blades in. 3, 2, 1, and squishing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and flying off for 5. Straighten your elbows. 4, plug your shoulders in. 3, 2, 1. 2 more rounds. Squishing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and fingertips fly off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last round. Squishing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fingertips fly off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck your toes, heels together, sit on your heels. If you need to untuck your toes, that's fine. And let's just give a little forearm beating with the palm of one hand. Up and down. And then the other side. I don't know about you guys, but my allergies are killing me. I'm gonna have to blow my nose in a second. So beautiful out, and I love it, and I love all the flowers, and I'm so happy, but oh man, that's it. So shake your wrists out while I'm gross and blow my nose. And maybe grab a sip of water. And I want to work on, I think I want to grab our apparatus and just blow out our arms. Where are we? Good. And then we'll do some more core to end with. So we'll go over a half hour. So if you have an apparatus, like a rope or a fabric, grab that. If you have a towel, grab that. Basically anything that you can squeeze and pull. So we're going to start low. So we're going to do a real squeeze and try to rip it apart. Hold for 10, hold for 10, hold for 10. And then we'll come, take a little wiggle out, and then flip our grip overhand. 10, 10, 10. So we'll start with the external rotation all the way up in the shoulders. Plug the shoulders back and in, lower the ribs, and squeeze and pull apart for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Bring your arms in front of you, plug your shoulders in, squeeze and rip for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it. Up overhead. Ribs down, armpits open, squeeze and pull. 10, 9, 8, 7, a little tremble is good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Flip your grip. And your flipped grip, make sure that your shoulders are still plugging in and back. Overhand, start to squeeze and pull for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release in the center. Squeeze and pull. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release up overhead and squeeze and pull. 10. Slide the rib cage down. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release it. Get that out of your way. Actually, I want to do one more arm thing, and then we're going to do core. So grab a weight, your choice. I'm going to use a 15-pound one because that's what I have. If you want to go lighter, that's okay as well. This is part of me trying to work on getting my flags stronger, my one arms stronger. So we're going to have our feet bent, lift your belly button support with one hand, and then we're going to pull up, hugging the elbow in. And really trying to not twist the rib cage, but get these muscles back here firing up. So really trying to press, instead of having the shoulder rolling forward, we're trying to press that shoulder back as we hug the elbow in. We're gonna do 10 of these. Okay, here we go. Elbow hugs in for 10. Keep it honest. 9, it's so tempting for me to twist my rib cage. 8, because I just wanna get more out of it. But don't do it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. And feel the back of the shoulder working. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, keep lifting your belly. 5, hugging the elbow in. 3, 2, and 1. Good, guys, get rid of that. And sitting down on the floor, legs straight out in front of you. Just 4 times, we're going to do our active pike, and then going all the way back to our back. Real quick, you have a few options. So you can either go active pike, coming up, arms overhead to go down, and curling back up, keeping the arms overhead with the legs on the floor. Or you could go active pike, curl up, keep the arms in front of you to go down, and then pull back up. Whichever one you need, really keeping the backs of the legs, trying to get the backs of the knees into the floor, right? And try to relax your neck. You don't want this to do the work for you. Here we go, just 4 times. Reaching into your active pike, open chest, and belly button in. And reaching long through your legs, squeezing your ankles together, roll it down. Trying to relax your neck, it's so hard. Coming up, and 3 more. Belly button in. Curving down. Feel your lats driving down on the way up. Reaching, rolling up from your lower belly first, stacking your spine. And down. Feel your belly hollering on the way up. Last one. Reach. Stack it. Reaching the backs of the legs into the floor, ankles together. And curling it up. Belly button in. Nice, you guys. Hands down. We're gonna do these heinous leg lifts. Super straight backs of your knees. The further your fingers are towards your toes, the harder it is. 10 of them. Here we go. I hate them so much. Thank you for doing them with me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beat your quads. One more round. I like to say this is that like third slice of pizza where you don't want a full third slice, so you take like half of one. Make that shape, walking hands in front, super straight legs, and up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We did it, you guys. Beat them out, wiggle it out. And last thing, I'm really on a kick with this. Be careful if you're using a block that you don't drop the block on your face, because that's kind of a bummer. You don't have to use the block at all. You can just squeeze your ankles together, but it's kind of nice. And so we're gonna do nutcracker to meat hook, but it won't be a full meat hook. We're gonna do 4 on each side. You can either do them, I'll demonstrate real quick. You can do them with your arms by your side. So then you would just go straight up. It's about getting your hips up, so not about your compression. And then over slightly to the side. Really, really, really controlling on the way down for both nutcracker and meat hook. You want to keep your sacrum off the floor. The more hard, challenging version would be to have one hand overhead and the other hand, this would be my hand holding onto the strap or the lyra or whatever, and this is going to go between my legs for the nutcracker. Control all the way down, and then on the outside of my leg for my prep into meat hook. Right? So, again, please be careful. No blocks in your face. Here we go. So, squeezing the block, and we're going to go up for our nutcracker. 1. And meat hook. Hips going high, super straight legs. And 2. Nutcracker up. So slow on the way down. Whew. And if you're like me, your jaw is trying to do the work for you. Try to tell your jaw to chill the fuck out. And 3. Hollowing the belly, getting those hips high. And 3. Controlling the weight down. Keep reaching the energy out of your legs. Last set on the side, scooping the belly, hips high. Again, we're not going all the way down to our tailbone. And then other side, up through the center. Lowering it down. And twisting the other side for your nutcracker. Trying to relax your neck and jaw. It's so hard. And 2. Super straight legs. Shoot more energy out of your legs, pointing through the tops of your feet. 2. Hollowing it out. And up through the center for 3. Almost there. And 3. Last one, make it beautiful and controlled with super straight legs and pointed tops of the feet. Nice work, you guys. Let's roll over, stretch out your belly. Go for an up dog. I like to do my up dog with my toes tucked. Push the floor away. Maybe lower one hip down and then the other. But thank you so much for joining us. And I'll be back at noon with ballet lines. So take a little snack break. do what you need to do, and then we're gonna work on releves, super straight legs, getting through really nice extensions, and isolating the difference between turn in and turn out, so that when we come back to being in the air, we won't have micro bends. No micro bends, and we'll have really beautiful pointed feet. So thank you so much for joining me, you guys. I'll see you in a little bit. Bye. Okay, bye.